All right. 8 o'clock. Time for our weekly chat. I see someone just popped on. Who just popped on? Hey, Margaret. How are you doing tonight? Oh, someone else just came on. I see everybody been waiting on me, huh? Oh, I'm glad you're doing good. Now, who's the number 2 person? There we go, Cheryl Thomas. Oh, we got the same last name. You're from Georgia. I have family that lives in Georgia. Um, well, I've got someone that lives in Moretta. I have a cousin, and I've got another cousin that lives outside of Atlanta somewhere. And my aunt, she lives somewhere in Georgia. Okay, but tonight I thought we would just talk whatever we felt like talking about. There's nothing specific. I was going, oh, you're from south of Atlanta. Okay. And Macon. All right. I know where that's at. I was going to do a little something special tonight. I was going to get on my iPad and I was going to show you my sewing room, but my iPad decides it wants to do an update. So, of all times, it wants to do an update. So, anyhow, I guess I can't get on my iPad and show you my sewing room. Maybe next weekend I can do that. But I brought some crocheting in with me so I could be working on that because this next week is going to be slam bam busy for me. So I've got a lot I need to get done. So whatever y'all want to talk about, go ahead and get started. I know there's other people that's probably going to end up coming on. How has everyone's week been going? I guess I'll get it started with that. Hope you've had a good week. I've had a pretty good week. Bit busy as anything, but it's been good. Hey, Jen, how you doing? Good to see you on. I knew you'd be here because you told me you would. So we've got Cheryl, we've got Margaret, and now we have Jen. Well, that's good. Oh, you just finished? Oh, I haven't even started baking yet. Forget that part. I want to make me a fruit cake. I was going to do that today, and then I just got started on my crochet, and then day's gone. So maybe I can get to my baking tomorrow. I'm going to have family over for Christmas, so I've got to at least bake some pies, and I've got to have my fruit cake. Can't be Christmas without my fruit cake. I make it myself. I make it from scratch. Yeah, I've got a Betty Crocker cookbook that I swear by. It's an old cookbook. I've had it for 30 years and I love it. And that's got the best fruitcake recipe in it. If you want, Jen, I can, let's see, maybe I can scan a copy of it for you. And if I had your email, I could send it to you in an email. I don't know if I can get on your, if I can do a PM on your channel or not, but I can find out. Yeah, Margaret, I have a lot of customers. Oh, there's your email. Good. All right, Jen, I'm going to go ahead and scan you a copy of my recipe and I'll send it to you. I'll try to get that out tomorrow. Margaret, yeah, I've had a lot of customers flowing through this week, and a lot of people are looking for dog clothes. And so that's one thing I really need to get done are some dog clothes. I have been working on this crochet pattern, and I am making a bed ensemble type thing for 18-inch dolls. I'm going to show it to you. It's not completely done. It's got some loose threads and stuff on it, but I'll show you what I've done. I've got to make a face on this thing, and I need to fix the neck a little bit. I'm going to put a ribbon around it. But anyhow, I made a little blanket for the doll that they can put on the doll's bed. And like I said, this is for like an American Girl doll or whatever. And then I made this. I'm not done. I've got to sew the flowers on, but this is a nightgown. And the way that this works is you got the ties up here. Where's the other one at? Okay, so here's the ties, and then here's the bottom of it. And so I'm sewing, it's being held on by stitch markers right now. But I crocheted this, and I'm going to finish sewing on the flowers. Now, when they get all sewn on, they're going to look like this one right here. And so I did that. And then, this is cute. I also made a little sleep mask. So the doll can go to sleep and won't be woke up by the sunlight. So I've been working on that. So I brought that in here tonight so I could try to finish that up. And I have one item I forgot to show my haul the other day from Wish. So I'm going to show that tonight too. All right, let's see. Cheryl says, I'm not brave enough to try fruitcake. I would like a copy of your recipe. Okay, Cheryl, I'll go ahead and send you a copy also. Margaret says, adorable. Someone will get a lovely gift for Christmas. They sure will. That's going in my shop, and I'm going to sell it. I've got some dolls that I use for modeling. I've got probably about 18-inch dolls that I use for modeling. Jen says, so pretty. I wish I knew how to crochet, but I'm left-handed and no one has ever been able to teach me. There are left-handed crochet videos out there on YouTube because I have seen them. So search crochet for left hand and you will find it, Jen, because I see them all the time. Matter of fact, what is it? Crochet World, I think it is. She does some left-handed crochet. And there's somebody else, I can't think of who it is, but just go ahead and do a search on YouTube and you're going to find a lot of people out there do teach left-handed crochet. I know there's things that, doesn't dawn on me to do a search on YouTube and, I know it's out there. It's just like, all right, now where else do I look for this? And then I think, YouTube probably has it. That should be the first place I go to. But yeah, go ahead and put a search in for left-handed crochet or, something like that. And you should be able to find it. Okay, so anyhow, I'll show you what's in this little envelope right here because I forgot this the other day and it hasn't been opened. So I have no idea what it is. So we'll do a little tiny haul. Oh, and I've got something else to show you too that I bought today. Well, my husband really bought them for me. But I'll show you that as soon as I'm done showing you this. So what is this? Oh, they're so cute. Little Mickey Mouse buttons. Oh, they're adorable. Oh, I got to take them out so you can see. Oh, they're adorable. Oh my goodness. I forgot I ordered these. Look at that. Can you see? Look at that. Isn't that adorable? Oh, so cute. So you get red and you get like a teal type color and you get a yellow. Aren't they adorable? I love them. Wish you order stuff and then it takes so long to get here, you forget what you've ordered. Oh, they're adorable. And then you also get, there's some other colors that you get. I think you get like 50 in this bag. And then the pretty green. Let's see. Oh, we've got 2 more colors I need to show you. Oh, 3 more colors. Let's see. I've already showed, I didn't show you this color yellow. Or there's 2 shades of yellow. So you get that shade too. Oh my goodness, I forgot I ordered these. Oh, they're adorable. I love them. What I'm waiting on is my tripod so I can use my tripod for my cell phone. Oh, okay. And then let's see, I already showed you the blue. Oh, it's the white one I wanted to show you. All right, look at that. Aren't they adorable? I love them. Oh, they're going to be so fun to work with. Oh, now I got to find me a special project to do so I can use these buttons. Oh, they're so cute. All right. So I had no idea what was in this envelope. Okay, so now the second thing I'm going to show you is I have them on, matter of fact. Look at these. These are Crocs. And I got them today. I have never owned a pair of Crocs before. Aren't they beautiful? Look at that. What attracted me was all of this right here. See that? That's what attracted me to it. And then I slipped them on, and I says, "Oh man, I feel like I'm in stepping on one of those real deep, thick carpets." So yeah, I've never had a pair, but I love them. My sister wears them a lot, but oh yeah, they are comfortable. Okay, let's see. Da, 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 da. Margaret says, I wonder how many YouTube channels are out there in the internet world. I wonder that too. Sometimes I think about that. How many videos are there of sewing or crocheting or crafts or games and, whatever else there may be? Margaret's got a point. I just wonder how many are out there. Trillions and trillions, probably. But I tell you, I love doing my channel. My channel is so much fun to do. I have wonderful people that make me want to do more and more. It was my husband's idea. Matter of fact, when I first started this, it seems like it was 4 years ago when I started, and I was scared to death. I was so nervous, so scared. I didn't even know if I wanted to do the first one. But then after the first one, I found out it wasn't too bad. But then I was still a little nervous after the second and the third until I kind of got used to how things work. Uh so it was his idea. He says as many YouTube hauls that I've watched, I should do my own. And I got to thinking about it. I says, All right, Jen says, I remember the days of having to go to the library and rent a book about whatever you were trying to learn, LOL, or the good old encyclopedias. And you know what? Sometimes I still go to the library and I do research. Yeah, so I still use the library. My husband goes once a week and he gets like mystery books and that kind of thing from certain authors, and he'll go through a book within like just a few days. So about once a week, he'll go to the library and get a new book. Every Monday he goes. So I'm sure that tomorrow he's going to be going to get him another book. But that's what he does every night when he's trying to relax to go to sleep. He'll read a book. Yep. So we're just going to talk whatever we feel like talking about tonight. If you have questions about something, or if you just want to bring up a subject, go right ahead, because it is free for all tonight. Margaret says YouTube is great. I have found whatever I'm looking for so far by searching. Me too. Me too. I always say that if YouTube doesn't have it, it hasn't been done yet. Now, sometimes I will go to, how do you say that? Vimeo or Vimeo, Vimeo. Sometimes I'll go there, but their stuff's not as good as what YouTube has. I'll go there and look for sewing stuff mostly, but they don't have all that great of videos like YouTube does. YouTube, you can find anything, just like Amazon. Shopping on Amazon, anything you're looking for, go to Amazon first, because you're going to find it there. And if it's not on Amazon, it's nowhere. So that's the way that I look at it. Let's see. Margaret says she found YouTube about a year ago. Yeah. Trying to think, when did I find YouTube? Was it after I moved to Florida or before? I can't remember. Seems like to me it was before I moved to Florida. I found YouTube, and I don't remember how I found it. I wasn't looking for a video, I'm sure, so I can't remember how I found YouTube. But I think it was when I was still living in Virginia is when I found it. Oh, so whatever y'all want to talk about tonight, we won't have a long session if you don't feel like it. Um, Jen, I was telling them earlier. Hold on a second. I was telling everybody earlier that I was going to do um, a tour of my sewing room. But I was going to use my iPad. When I decided to get on my iPad, it wants to do an update. So maybe I'll do that next week for you. That was the surprise I told you about, Jen. Remember I said in the comment that I had a surprise? Well, that was the surprise. I was going to show you my sewing room on my iPad. That way I could walk around because I'm on my desktop, so I can't walk around. Jen says, I finished my Christmas projects finally. Made a large rag quilt for my dad and 5 table runners for my mom. One for all seasons and Christmas. Wow, you've been busy. Wow. I've got things I need to get started on. I'm going to make, where is it? Be right back. I'll show you the pattern because I'm making my nephew a shark. So let me show you the pattern. I'm sure I've talked about my nephew before. He's autistic. And I mean, he doesn't know anything but sharks. He knows every detail about every type of shark. He's even seen a live shark in an aquarium. So, I mean, he's got books and books and books and books of sharks. And this is my sister's stepson. So I've known him since he was 8 years old. And so anyhow, I made him a shark for his birthday or something a couple years ago. But he wants a hammerhead made. So this is the pattern right here. And the hammerhead is, let me find it, is this one right here. And that's what he wants. So I've got the fabric and everything, and I just need to get it made. So this is the first thing I'm doing tomorrow after I finish up the pajama sets that I was trying to do the tutorial on. And I had to end up doing the dolls. Jen, I'm so sorry about doing the doll pajama bottoms, but stupid me didn't think that I had to have the front and the back and cut out 2 pieces. I guess I was thinking about the other type that I was telling you about. And but anyhow, so I need to finish that up and then I can start working on his shark. All right, let's see. Jen also says, fun. I love sewing room tours. I was wondering what you were up to. Margaret says, that's great, Jen. So I guess, Margaret, you're saying that she, about her working on her Christmas projects. So I need to get mine started tomorrow. But I did do a little Christmas shopping, so I did get that much accomplished. I got the grandchildren accomplished. I got both daughters accomplished. I got my mother and my sister done, but my sister, I wanted to make her a top. So I don't know if I'm going to get to making the top for her or what. And I wanted to get my mother. I usually go to a shop called Bonton. I don't know if any of y'all have heard of it. I've never heard of it until I moved down to Florida, but it's in the mall here and it's called Bonton. And I go in there and they got a lot of nice clothes for women my mother's age. So I go in there and I usually get her like maybe a pair of pants and a really nice top or maybe a top and a sweater or something like that. So, I'll see what I can do, how fast I can get moving to finish up what I need to get done. Let's see. Margaret says he will love that shark. Yeah, he will. Yeah, he will. He has no idea that I've got planned to make this for him. And it's going to be 5 feet long. So that's a big shark. The first one that I made for him, when I got through with it, I went, holy cow, this thing is humongous. So yeah, he loves it. And to this day, he's had it like 2 or 3 years. And to this day, he still likes to lay up against it. He has it on his bed And his mind is like he's 4, but he's 16. He's got a 16-year-old body, but he's thinking like a 4-year-old. So he's not mature for the age that he should be because of his brain. His brain is not developed the way that it should have been. I mean, he's a smart boy. He does well in school, but he has to have that special help. He rides a special needs bus and everything. Uh, so Jen says there is a lady named Jean, True Love. Yes, I do watch her videos on here, who has a channel, and she does all kinds of quilting and sewing projects. She does a table runner that takes about 15 minutes from start to finish. So is that the table runner that you made? Because I did see that video and it looks like it's pretty easy, but I don't know anything about quilting. Oh, Margaret, you said yes to me asking about her sewing projects. Margaret also says, never heard of that. You never heard of what? Because I lost my thought about what I was talking about. Oh, are you talking about the length of the shark, about it being 5 feet? Never. Oh, the shop. Oh, okay. You never heard of that shop here, there in Texas. Okay, I see. I didn't read the whole thing until just now. Sorry about that. I will be stuffing this shark with, I don't have it. Where is it? But anyhow, the polyfill, I will be stuffing it with the polyfill. So, oh, so that is the table runner you did, Jen. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty easy, but I haven't made anything that she shows. And the only thing I like her channel, she's got some really great ideas, but she is loud. And it's like I have to turn the volume down when I get to her video. So yeah, that's the only thing about her. But she's a really nice person. She seems like she's really sweet. So, and I like her sewing room too. She's got a nice sewing room. My sewing room used to be a garage, so I've got a pretty good space here. But next weekend, I'll make sure that this iPad is not doing an update and I can do the live chat on my iPad and I can walk around and show you everything. Okay. Oh, I see somebody's liked this live chat. So anyhow, yeah, I've been busy all week. Oh, yesterday. Well, I guess you know that I take piano lessons. Maybe I've said something about it in my comments. I mean, my videos or whatever. But yesterday was my piano recital, and I didn't do that good. Well, I've been playing since I was 2, but see, I play mostly organ, and so I played "Merry Christmas, Darling." And I played the Christmas song, which is the chestnuts roasting over an open fire. And I played, what was the other one? Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. And I sang the Merry Christmas, Darling. Now, some of you may know that's by Richard and Karen Carpenter, that Richard Carpenter wrote the song and Karen sang it. And that's always been my most favorite Christmas song because it's really special to me. And because I've always enjoyed listening to the Carpenters when I was a teenager. And so everybody said I did great. But my voice, I was so nervous. My whole body was shaking and my voice sounded shaky. My hands were trembling on the keyboard like this. So, oh, Jen, you play piano? Oh, okay. You started when you were 13 and you had a degree. Oh, you have a degree in music from the Royal Conservatory of Music in Canada. By the time you're 18, wow. You must really. Like I said, I've been playing since I was 2, but mostly the organ. So I know the music theory things. And well, I'm doing a refresher course with my piano teacher, but she's working mainly with my left hand because when you're playing an organ, as long and as much as I have, your left hand gets kind of lazy. Your left hand, all it does is play the chord like this. A piano, you run your fingers across with your left hand. Well, my left hand is not like that, and my left hand feels like my fingers get tied up in a knot when I'm trying to work with it. So I did my own rendition of Merry Christmas, Darling. I didn't follow the music exact because I kind of like to add a little extra stuff to when I'm playing. Even on the organ, I do that. So I that was my first song I played, and then my last song was Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, and I improvised on that a lot. So that's what she's working with me mainly, is with my left hand, trying to get that where I can work, play better. And then she's also going over some of the theory things that I have forgotten. Let's see. So we're going to get back to some comments. All right. Margaret said, "You're brave to sing and play in public." Yeah, I was. But like I said, my voice sounded like it was really shaky. I could tell my voice didn't sound good. And but I just kept on going, and my preacher was there. Well, today in church, we have a very small church, because he's just starting up this church. And so today in church during his sermon, I guess he was trying to make a point about we need to move forward in life, and forgive those, that have hurt us or whatever. Anyhow, he's saying that in Melody, uh, um, she was determined to do her recital yesterday, and nothing stopped her from doing it. She just did it. And I wasn't expecting him to say anything about my recital, but he said I did really good. He says, because we don't have a piano and organ yet. I do have a keyboard I can take in. And so now he wants me to play, not every Sunday. He says, well, with your business and everything, you probably don't have time. I said, you don't know me very well. Because when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. So I told him, I said, Sunday, no CDs, because today we sing with CDs. I do not like singing hymns to a CD. And so I told him, I says, next Sunday, no CDs. I will be playing. So I don't mind playing it, like that, because I know these people and I feel comfortable around them. But yesterday, I didn't know a lot of these people. And I was the last person that she called. And I don't know why I was the last one she called. I'm the only one that knows music out of all her students, and I have no idea why she called me last. But anyhow, she did, and I'm sitting there waiting for my name to be called because I had no idea when I was in line to get on the piano. Well, it's one of those electric piano type things, and so I was really nervous because the longer I had to wait, the more nervous I got. So. But by the time I got to my third song, I kind of relaxed a little bit, where I played that one a little bit better. Jen says, I wouldn't have had a clue how to play the organ. Too many pedals to figure out two left feet. That's funny. My husband, when I'm playing the pedals, because I'll play the pedals with both feet sometimes. And my husband says, how do you know what pedals you're playing if you're playing the right pedals and you're not looking at them? I said, I just do. I don't know how I know. I just do. And I guess, I don't know. I have no answer to that. So I really don't know. Like, I don't have an answer to, my mother asks me sometimes, she'll bring up the subject when I was, how old was I? 3.5. And my sister was just born. And my mother was in the bed recuperating after, having the baby. And back in the 50s, you would be in the hospital 3 or 4 days. So anyhow, and I'm coming, and my sister was in the bed in her crib, and I'm 3.5, like I said. So she says that I walked into the bedroom with my sister in my arms like this. And so she's waiting on my father to be behind me, like my father would be watching to make sure I didn't drop my sister. My father wasn't there, and he was in the kitchen cooking. And she called out to him, and he came in, and she says, She brought the baby into me. How did she get the baby out of the crib? So I tell my mother, if I had an answer for you, I'd tell you, but I don't remember how I got her out of the crib because I would have had to. And my mother said that the crib railing was up. We did not. I didn't bring the crib railing down. So a 3.5-year-old, how did I climb into the crib to get my sister out to get? I don't know. I don't remember. So like that instance with my sister, and then I tell my husband the same thing. I don't know. If I had an answer, I would tell you. So anyhow, Jen also said maybe she was saving the. You think I'm the best for last? Jen says maybe she was saving the best for last. I don't know about that, Jen. But they are all beginners. I'm the only one that's not a beginner. So maybe that's what it was. I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't ask her, but I will ask her this week because I'll see her Thursday because I take my lessons. She's got a shop in where my shop is, and she's right across from me. And that's where I go for my lessons. So I'm going to ask her, why did you put me last? Do you know what you did to me? Let's see. Margaret says, I think you have a clone to do some of your projects. You are the busiest person I know. Oh, and then you also said funny story. Yeah, it is kind of funny, huh? Uh, I gotta stay busy. I cannot sit around and do nothing. I cannot sit around and play games on a computer. It would drive me bonkers. I have to constantly keep my hands busy. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm an ex-smoker. I quit about 20 years ago. I don't know if it's that. I mean, I've always had to always have to do something from the time I get up until I go to bed. Constantly have to do something. I'm an outside type person. I like to go outside and do things. Um, Housework, forget housework. I hate housework. I just thought about that because Jen put up that, oh, she's folding laundry right now. Oh, okay. So you see there, you got to have things to do too. Now, I don't like folding laundry and I don't like washing, but it's got to be done. So, uh, Margaret said, ha ha to Jen. Oh boy. Yeah. Jen says, I can't sit and do nothing, such as waste of time. That's how I feel. I feel like I need to accomplish something. I feel I need to feel productive. Even if it's taking my dog for a walk, I need to feel productive. I need to be doing something constantly. If I'm sitting watching TV, I'm crocheting. If I'm listening to music, I listen to it out here in my sewing room. So I'll listen to it while I sew, so constantly busy. I just can't sit and do nothing. Margaret says, you two are type A people. Oh, thank you. Jen says, I can't just sit and do nothing such as, yeah, I already read that, such as a waste of time. So yeah, I got to stay busy. So, but anyhow, I'm going to finish sewing these flowers on if you don't mind, so I can get this done. That way I know that this project is done and I can go on to my next project for tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and sew this on. I need to put a face on this doll. I think it's a bear is what I think it is. It looks like a bear to me, but I need to put a face on that. So I'll work on that. I'm going to use the pink yarn to put the face on with, if I think it'll work all right. So anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and just finish up this nightgown while we chat. Jen says, I can nap like crazy though. You know what? I can't take naps. I cannot lie down during the day and take a nap. Now, my husband does, but I can't. I don't know why. It just, my mind is constantly going. My mind will not slow down. At night, when I'm trying to go to sleep, my mind is like, you got to get this done. You got to get this done. You got to get this done. It won't slow down. So at night, that's when I watch YouTube videos because, hold on, I'm trying to get a piece of yarn here. That's when I watch YouTube videos is because, and I watch relaxing videos, like maybe somebody sewing. Sometimes the sound of a sewing machine is so relaxing. And so, I'll watch YouTube videos of things that can relax me for me to go to sleep because my mind, it will not shut up for a second. And yeah, so in order for me to go to sleep at night, my yarn just fell on the floor. But in order for me to go to sleep at night, I do watch YouTube, or I probably wouldn't be able to go to sleep because, it's like I've got all these thoughts in my head. Let's see. Margaret says, since I retired 2 years ago, I can nap every day. And Jen says, I'm not retired, but I can nap anytime, anywhere. Sometimes I fall asleep sitting up. Didn't you say last week that you work out of your home anyhow? Margaret says both of my grandmothers napped every afternoon. One lived to 100 and the other 106. Wow. I want to see 100 years old. I really do. I'm 61 now and I'll be 62 in June. And I would love to see 100 years. My grandmother's 95 when she died. And I told her back in the 80s and 90s. I think it was the Today Show where Willard Scott was on. And, he always showed people that was 100 or more on their birthdays. And I told my grandmother, I said, if you make it to be 100, I'm putting your picture on Willard Scott. But she didn't make it. So, Jen says exactly, Margaret, napping is good for you. Yeah, napping is good for you, but my problem is I just can't lay down long enough to go to sleep. Well, the sunlight, for one thing, the sunlight keeps me awake. And I've even got my curtains drawn and I've got the shades drawn, but still the sunlight still comes in a little bit over to the side. So, I can't nap it. No, the only time I can nap is when I'm sick with a cold or something. But other than that, I have problems napping during the day. My husband doesn't have that problem. Jen says exactly, Margaret, napping is good for you. And Jen also says yes. Um, oh, yes, I know about you working at home. Okay. Margaret said, me too. So you two about the napping, I guess. Jen says, I can't die young. I have too many quilts to make. Oh, you do quilts? I didn't know that. Oh, I just learned something new about you. Okay. Margaret says, me too, Jen. I made my son a quilt made a quilt this for Christmas. Had it professionally quilted though. Ooh, I bet that costs an arm and a leg because quilts, I mean, just selling a quilt that you make yourself can get expensive because you've got to have, 100% cotton fabric and all this stuff. So there's a couple of quilt stores around here and their fabric for quilting is like $9.99 and up. And I don't need that type of fabric. So, that's why I go to Joann's and get what I need. Margaret says 78 by 93 cost me $127. But that's not too bad. The $127, that's for you to get it professionally done. So that meant that he sewed the quilt together and everything, or but Jen says that's a good price. $127 to buy a quilt that's already made is a good price because I watch other people like that one lady. Oh, the one that you talked about a few minutes ago. I think it was you, Jen. That I said, yeah, I watch her, but she can get a little loud. She does really well on her quilts, and I see what it takes for her to put the time into making these quilts. Margaret said it would take me a year to hand quilt it. So you do the quilting on your machine? Jen wants to know, Margaret, was it quilted on a long arm? Jean, yeah, Jean Truelove, that's right. Jen just, and by the way, I think we might have someone new on here that wasn't here last week. Jen is Banana Split, if you wanted to know. Cheryl, I think your name is. Jen is her name, but her YouTube channel name is Banana Split. Margaret says, yes, Jen. So it was quoted on a long arm. I've seen long arms before, and that's a big machine, a really big machine. There's this other lady I used to watch that had a long arm. What was her name? Oh, shoot. I can't remember her name. And she had, I think it was the whole upstairs for her quilting room. I think that's what it was, but I can't remember her name. Jen says, what is the pattern? All right, so Jen wants to know what the pattern is, Margaret. Margaret says, I pieced the top and also pieced the back side, took them to the quilter with the batting. All right, so when you say piece, Mark, are you talking about sewing the pieces together? Is that what, because I don't know what piecing means, so I'm thinking that's what you're talking about. Jen says, was it the meandering? And Margaret says it was a modern something or another. She's got a bunch of slashes going on here. And Margaret says yes to the question I just asked. And Jen says, oh, nice. Yeah, so I had, I wish I could remember her name. I haven't watched her in a long time, but I think she had the whole upstairs, nothing but her sewing and quilting room. And she had 2 or 3 tables with sewing machines on, and I remember she had like a kitchen area in her space that she had a refrigerator, sink, and a counter. I don't think she had a stove or anything, but I remember that she had a sink and the refrigerator. All right, Margaret says no, she did geometric per my request. Oh, okay. I'm not sure what that is. See, I don't know quilting language, so I'm like ignorant to that. Jen says, sounds lovely. I'm sure your son will love it. Yeah, it does sound really nice. You know what? I would love to see what it looks like. If you haven't wrapped it up yet, I would love to see what it looks like, because I love to look at quilts. I really do. Like Nancy Zeman, I used to love to look at the quilts that she did, and then I also enjoyed watching her show and seeing what her guests would bring on. Um, and Jen says, "Me too," and she also says, "I can't believe she passed away." I know, my heart breaks. I knew she was battling cancer for a couple of years, but and I guess I shouldn't have been shocked about it, but I was. And it's like, oh man, I can't watch Nancy Zeman anymore. You know, I love watching her shows because she really helped me when I first started to learn. She really helped me. Matter of fact, my first book was with her. I can't remember the name of it. It's over here behind me on the other side of this table. But yeah, my first book was a Nancy Zeman book, and it was like one of those beginner books. Yeah, so yeah, she was a really wonderful lady. Jen says that she was such a wonderful lady. She was kind to everyone. Yes, she was. She's very kind to everyone. And you could tell it by her voice. She talked so sweet. She had that sweet voice to her. Margaret says, I'll take a picture of it. How can I send it? Send a picture to you. Go to Uno Daughter, UNO Daughter at Yahoo. That's my email. And yeah, I would love to see a picture of it. So do you have the spelling of that, Margaret? It's UNODAUGHTER at yahoo.com. Jen says we should have a little Facebook group for us. I never thought of that. But how would we be able to set something up like that? I've got a personal Facebook where my friends from high school and everything and I've got one for my Etsy store. But yeah. That I would love that. Where and we can actually send pictures and stuff instead of trying to figure out how we're going to do it through the email and whatever. That would be fun. Good idea. Jen, if you can think of a way to get it started, let us know, and we will all that want to participate, we will all get together on it. Let's see. Jen says that way we could show each other, same thing I just said, show each other our work. Margaret says, okay, we'll see if I can do it from my phone. Okay. All right. Well, you know what, Margaret? I always have, well, I don't always have my phone with me, but I do check my email on my computer, my iPad, and my phone. So I usually check my email when I first get up while I'm drinking my coffee, and I check it before I go to sleep, before I get on YouTube, and then a few times maybe during the day, because just in case I get an Etsy order. So I check it quite a bit. Jen says I can work on creating a page for us. What should we call it? Okay, come on, let's think up a name, everybody. What can we call our Facebook page? Let me think. My head is brewing with a few ideas here. Let me think. What can we call it? Um, the Three Musketeers. Oh, that was the first thought that popped in my head. The Three Musketeers, because I was thinking the three of us, you, me, and Margaret. So, um, but then I have other viewers too that might would like to come in on it. Jen says, I don't imagine we will be here next week as it's Christmas Eve. No, no, I will not be coming on next Sunday. I forgot about that. So I won't be doing my sewing room next Sunday. Next Sunday, I will probably be in church next Sunday night. And then probably trying to get my cooking started for Christmas morning. So no, we won't be on here next Sunday. So y'all have a good Christmas. And I hope Santa is good to all of you. Well, both of you. We only have two people on here now, with three counting me. Me, you, Jen, and Margaret. And you know what? I've been getting I think I've gotten like 5 new subscribers in this past week. It surprised me because I usually don't get that many in one week. So I've gotten 5 new ones this week. Jen says, think of something and we'll try to set it up for the new year. Okay, well, um, Margaret says, good for you. Margaret, what kind of a name do you think we could call our Facebook group? Um, Something kind of cutesy. I think we should do something kind of cutesy. What do you think? Um, hmm. Oh boy, you've got my brain working good now. Jen says, I hope you are going to ignore any new haters. They are assholes, excuse my language. And Margaret says, I don't know. We'll think about that. Yeah, I'm going to try. I'm going to try awful hard because, like I said today, the pastor is talking about we need to forgive those that do wrong to us, and we need to look past it. And that's what I've been doing this week. I've been looking past all of that, and I did delete and I did block those comments. So they are not on there anymore, and those people are blocked. So they cannot bother me anymore. So it still upsets me a little bit that somebody would be like that with me. But I was watching another video. I can't remember whose name it is, but I was watching her the other night, and she said that she's been getting hate comments too from people that she didn't know. So it's not just me. There's a lot of YouTubers that all of a sudden, here's these hate comments that they usually haven't gotten, because why after 8 months I got them, I don't know. But anyhow, they're going around Facebook and they're doing a lot of hate comments just for the heck of it, I guess. Um, Margaret says, I don't know. We'll think about that. Okay. And then Jen says, just remember that they have the problems, not you. And who is MISSOCIADEB? And she says hello. So I've got somebody new on here I've never seen before. Introduce yourself, please. Tell us where you're from and who you are, and if you and what your name is for me to call you. Because like Banana Split, her name is Jen, so I call her Jen. Do we call you Deb or Debbie, or is that your name is Debbie? Jen said, Jen Banana Split. She says, hi, Deb. And she says, Deb from Illinois. Okay, so your name is Deb. Good to meet you. Have you been on my channel very long? Let me know a little bit about you because I like to get to know my, I don't like to call you subscribers. I like to call you my friends. That's why I like to get to know everyone. Deb, I will be doing these live chats every week except for next Sunday. Next Sunday and New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, I won't be doing one either. So for 2 weeks, you won't be seeing me doing these live chats. Oh, she says she kept missing me. Okay, so you've been with me for a while. This is my second live chat. Last Sunday was my first, and this is my second. And I'm going to do them every week except for next Sunday and then New Year's Eve. I won't be doing those because I'm pretty sure that some people are going to be out there having a good time on New Year's Eve. And so because of that reason, I'll just go 2 weeks without doing it. Me, I don't do nothing on New Year's Eve. I don't even watch the ball come down anymore in New York. I used to when Dick Clark did it, but then after he stopped doing it, I just don't watch it anymore. And when my children were little in the 80s, we used to watch it. I used to let them stay up and let them watch the ball come down. That made them all happy and excited. So that was our routine every year, or tradition every year for them. Uh, Jen says, not me. I'll be talking to people with flat tires and dead batteries. Oh, you're going to have a fun night, aren't you? Deb says, I usually play in my room with my machines on. Nye. Yeah, I'll probably be doing some sewing myself. Now, Deb, if you don't know, I have a shop here where I live, and so I stay pretty busy in my sewing room also. I am either crocheting or sewing or machine embroidering or whatever. Now, someone sent me a comment the other day wanting to know if I could do another embroidery tutorial. And so I know I have done a bookmark. What was the other one I did? I can't remember. I have to look back, but I've done two of them. And I'm trying to think of something easy. So I'm thinking maybe the next one I do, and maybe if I can get a chance this week, if not next week, I would do maybe like a snap tab, which is you can either call it like a key fob or whatever, but something like that. Oh, and I'm getting something exciting in the mail. I ordered it the other day, and I hope it's going to be here tomorrow because I got a notification from the post office that I'm getting a package tomorrow. So I'm hoping that's it. So I am getting, I bought some rivets. I never could figure out that crocodile thing about putting my rivets on. So I'm getting a rivet setter, and it's the big metal one with the arm on it. So what reminded me was talking about the snap tabs. And so I'm getting me a rivet setter. So I'm all excited. Can you tell? Let's see. Let's see. Jen. Okay, you already said you're going to be fixing flat tires. Oh, Deb says, she says, I am machine embroidering on a scarf as we chat. Really? Well, you know what? Before you came in, Jen, Margaret, and I, we were talking about setting up a Facebook group because we like to see what each other make. And I sure would love to see some of the stuff you make. Oh, Debbie's here. Hey, how you doing, Debbie? I'm glad you were able to make it. Um, we're just chatting, just about whatever pops in our heads. But a question to you. Jen brought up a question about starting up a Facebook group and maybe some ideas on a name. I said the Three Musketeers. So yeah, if you have an idea for a name, shoot it out there, and I'll tell Jen. Jen says she can get it set up, and maybe in January, and for us to think up a name, and then that way, when we have stuff we want to show each other, we don't have to worry about sending it through email and all. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. So I can't wait. Uh, let's see. Jen says, I wish I had a machine that I could embroider on. Someday, I hope. Well, I have that machine I already have, and it's got a small colored screen, but I want the screen that looks like the size of a tablet. That's the machine I want. And the little foot, when it's threading the needle and it goes, you've seen it, Jen, on Jean Truelove's videos. That machine, that's what I want. I want that machine. Yeah. I see her working on that machine, and I'm just sitting there drooling because I want one so bad. uh, what machine does everyone have? I need some good recommendations. Okay, Jen's asking what kind of sewing machine embroidery machines that we have. Jen, I have a Baby Lock Aventura. It sews and it embroiders. And the biggest hoop size you can use on that is a 6x10. That's the biggest size I can use. And I want to use the bigger hoops. I want an 8x10 hoop or bigger. So that's one reason why I want to get the bigger machine. Jen says, I have a husk for, I can't say that word. I'm just going to say Viking, but it doesn't embroider. Oh, okay. So you just have a regular sewing machine. I have. Now back here behind me, you see my serger? That's a Viking, the Husqvarna Viking machine. And I love that serger. It is the easiest serger to thread. I used to have a Singer that I bought from Walmart, and that was the worst thing to thread because you had to get inside here and you had to find that little one area where you had to get it threaded. But this machine here, you just open it up this way and then you flip it down this way and you see the whole inside. So I like that machine. I love my serger machine. Uh, Now, Deb, she says, I have a brother embroidery machine, also a Janome combined embroidery machine. What type of brother embroidery machine do you have? Because I'm thinking maybe I'll just go with embroidery the next time I get another one. Because I've got so many other sewing machines. I've got the 1958 Kenmore. I've got the 49 Singer 201. I've got a 1915 Singer Red Eye Treadle. I've got a 1947 Singer Featherweight. I've got a 1968 Singer Touch and Sew. I have a brother machine I got from Walmart in 2000. So I think I've got enough sewing machines. But what kind of embroidery machine do you have? Because I'm thinking when I do get another one, maybe I'll just go with just a regular embroidery. Jen says, I'm jealous of all of you. Well, someday you can get you one. Let's see. And Deb says DZ820. That's her embroidery machine. Okay, so that's from Brother. I need to look that up. I'll do that maybe tonight. Margaret says she's got a Bernina 180. Never used the embroidery attachment. Just bought a cheap Janome because my Bernina is in the shop. I also have my grandmother's pedal singer. I've never used my treadle. I got it at a yard sale for $100 in the original cabinet, and she said that it was in their shed. It was her husband's mother's or grandmother's. I can't remember, and it was rusted. I mean, it was in bad shape. And why somebody would put that beautiful machine in a shed to rot? It was, like I said, it's a red eye and it's a beautiful machine. So my husband cleaned it up for me, cleaned up the cabinet and everything. I have treadled with it a little bit, but I'm still not coordinated enough to get that treadle to work right. But it's fun. When I'm on it and I'm practicing, I have fun with it. Okay, Deb says it is just a set setup from the PE770. Oh, okay. Now yours has the black and white screen then. You don't have the colored screen? Margaret says mine needs new belts. All right, so your turtle needs new belts. Mine has a new belt on it. My husband bought a new belt to put on it. It's one of those leather belts. Uh, hey, Melissa, how you doing? Melissa Hollis is on here, everybody. Jen says, hi, Melissa. And Melissa says, hello, how are you doing? So I guess she's asking how all of us are doing. So now we have 6 people on here. Margaret says hi to Melissa. So anyhow, we're talking about embroidery sewing machines, what everybody has. So like I said, I think I have enough sewing machines where I don't need to get another one. So I think that, like I said, the next time I think I'm just going to get an embroidery machine, but I do want the bigger screen, and I don't know, and then I also want that foot that goes pull up like that. I don't know how else to explain that foot, but I think that's the route I'm going to go if I can find the screen size that I want, because with my eyes, sometimes it's hard for me to see on that little screen. The screen is probably about maybe this long, like that. And sometimes it's really, and it's color, but sometimes it's hard for me to see that design, to see exactly what it's supposed to look like. And so that's why I want the longer screen. So if I can't get it, just the embroidery, I think I'm going to have to do the sewing and embroidery the next machine I get. Let's see. Debbie says hi. Melissa says hi to everyone. So Deb says my Janome has a very nice screen, but not the brother. Oh, really? We have a Janome dealer here. We've got 3 dealers. We have a Baby Lock, brother, and the Janome. And you know, I didn't know until probably about 6 months or so ago. I didn't know that brother and Baby Lock were made from the same company until I was watching a YouTube video and I was trying to find some information about my machine. And that's when I started getting into the embroidery. And I saw that brother had a machine just like mine, same exact model, except they had the blue stripe and mine has the gold stripe. And so I checked it out and found out that brother and Baby Lock are made by the same company. I says, oh, I didn't know that. So so I thought, you know what, if I want, like, well, I want the Baby Lock Journey, but if I get something like the Journey, I would just go to brother, being as they're made by the same company anyhow, and brother's cheaper than the Baby Lock is. So that's my thought on it. Melissa says, well, I wished I can sew and embroider. It's going to be a long time for me. Well, I hope you get a sewing machine, because I don't know what I would do without my sewing. During the hurricane, 2 weeks without sewing. Do you know what that's like to go 2 weeks without sewing, and you come out here and you see your sewing machine and no power? It was like, oh, I'm never going to get my electric on. I hated that hurricane because I couldn't sew. So anyhow, we had the generator. I mean, not the generator. Yeah, the generator going, but that's just to keep the air going what little bit we could. And my husband's oxygen machine. He's got one of those big oxygen machines that he uses in the house. So because of that, we were filling up 4 gas cans a day for 2 weeks, trying to keep his machine going and the air going. And that's really all that and then the refrigerator, and that's about all we were using for electric wise. Let's see. Where did I leave off at? All right. Melissa says it's driving her crazy too, not being able to sew. Deb says, when I bought my brother, they told me it is made of Baby Lock, that I can take it to any Baby Lock dealer. That is why you got a tread. Deb also asks, that is why you got a treadle when the power goes out. Yeah, I tried to get on the treadle, but like I said, I'm not coordinated with my feet on it yet. So I couldn't really actually make anything. I did do some practicing though. I'm trying to get used to turning the wheel to get it started and then trying to get my feet on that pedal and pumping it. And I was just pretending that I was pumping a pump organ, really, because I couldn't make anything. But I did practice a little bit on it. I would love to have a pump organ. I saw a pump organ at the flea market one time, and I wanted that thing so bad. And it's from the early 19, no, it was from the 1800s. I wanted, and it was in 100% excellent condition. I wanted that pump organ. I says, my husband would have to build another room on for me to get that pump organ. I already have a big organ in that room, and a piano, and a keyboard, and then my treadle machine, and then a bookshelf with my music on it, another bookshelf with some more music on it. So he would have to build me a room so I could make or do an extension for me to get that pump organ in there. But I really wanted that pump organ. I wish to goodness I never saw that thing. Oh, and I've been thinking about it ever since. Let's see. Deb says, I have several different machines and embroidery machines and sergers. I would be lost without these. Yes, I would be too. I would be lost without all my machines. And now sometimes I will use two sewing machines. Like if I need two different types of colors of threads, I'll have one machine with one color thread in and another machine with another color thread in. Like if I'm doing ruffles or whatever and the colors have to change. Yeah, sometimes I'll set up two machines and have it going. Jen says, what about share your talent for, hey, that's a good idea. Share your talent for a Facebook page name. Pretty good name. I like that. What does everybody else think about that name? Share your talent. That's a good one, Jen. Hey, you're really good. If everybody else agrees, let's go ahead and get it set up whenever it's convenient for you, Jen, whenever you have time, because I know you stay pretty busy with your job and everything. Deb says, nice name. I like that. Debbie says, sounds good to me. So, yep, there's three so far that says sound good. Me, Deb, and Debbie. Margaret, what do you think? Does that sound like a good name to you? And I think Melissa's still on here. If she is, if that sounds good to you. Yes, that sounds good to her. This is Melissa. She says it sounds good to her. What about you, Margaret? Jen says, I don't want it just to be quilting, embroidery, etc. I want it to be for all crafts. That's true. Because we all do something, like I crochet, sew, embroider, and sometimes I will get my hot glue gun out and I'll do some type of different craft. So I don't do just sewing, embroidering, crocheting. I do some other things too. So yeah. And I'm sure that a lot of you, just because you have sewing machines, y'all have other crafts that you do. Margaret says, I think we need to have the word crafting. Yeah, we need to have the word crafting. Let me go back up and see. Hey, what about share your craft? If we need to incorporate the word craft somehow, what about share your craft? Let's see, where did I leave off? All right, Jen says, even sharing great recipes. Yeah, well, that's true. Well, cooking is a craft. Baking is a craft. Deb says, sounds good to me, Jen. I do many different things myself. And she also says, yes, we do like to eat as well. LOL. Yeah, I love to eat. I went to the doctor the other day. I have gained 7 pounds. I'm not going to tell you my weight. Jen says, share your crafting talent. No, I was, something that's really cutesy, but something that's unique. Something. Margaret says, sounds good, Jen. Melissa says, yes, I do cross stitch plastic canvas and I want to learn scrapbooking. I do cross stitch and I do plastic canvas also. So there's, that reminded me. I forgot about those. Debbie says, snacks and crafting is a must. Yes, it is. Definitely cookies. I love those vanilla wafers with the cream in the middle. Oh, yum, yum. Those are good. I have those next to my bed because I like to eat those when I'm watching YouTube at night. That's where I think that's where the 7 pounds came from. Jen says, I like share your craft that you said, Melody. Yeah, I mean, I like that because anything can be a craft. It doesn't just have to be sewing, cross stitching, um, scrapbooking, or whatever. Cooking and baking, even cutting grass can be a craft, Um, outside things can be a craft. Anything in life. Imagination is a craft. You got imagination and God gave it to us and we use it in many, many different ways. So I've always said that everybody has their own talents. Now, like my youngest daughter, she works for O'Reilly's, which is an auto parts store, and she's a driver. That girl, there's nothing she does not know about cars and nothing she does not know about auto parts. So that's her talent right there, is something like that. My oldest daughter, she's a teacher. So that's her talent, to be a teacher. She's a teacher at a preschool for her church. So that's even a talent. My children, they don't play the piano and organ. They don't sew. They don't do the things I do, but yet they have their own talents. So anything is a talent. It doesn't matter what it is. Melissa says, what I have a suggestion. What's your suggestion? Debbie says, a crafty share. And Jen says, oh, I like that, Debbie. So she likes your idea, Debbie, about a crafty share. That's a good one, too. So if we incorporate the word craft somehow, or crafty, um, you know, like I said, it doesn't just have to be in a craft room or sewing room. It can be anything that you do. How about everyone that has a craft? How about come on here and everyone just craft and talk? I've got my crochet here on my lap, and I haven't even started sewing on these flowers yet, but I've got my crochet, and yeah, I'm working on. I've been working on this for about 2 days now because I'm making a whole set to put in my shop. And tomorrow I'm going to be crocheting a real pretty dress. I don't have my pattern out here, or I would show you, but it's real pretty, and it's got what's it called? Mm, it's eyelash yarn for the ends of the sleeves and the bottom of the dress. So I'm going to be making something like that tomorrow. Oh, Margaret says, I can sew and type and chat at the same time. Hey, that's good if you can be multifunctional like that. The only way I can be multifunctional is talking and maybe crocheting or sewing, but I can't type and do all that at the same time. I don't know why my brain just can't seem to function that way. Jen says we're looking for a way we can all share pictures of what we do or our sewing craft room pics or pics of whatever we want to share. So, all right. Well, Melissa, I don't know if you're on here. Just now, Donna and Debbie too. I don't know if y'all are on here, but I said I'm not going to be on for 2 weeks because of Christmas Eve and then New Year's Eve. So, what is the date? Let me get on my calendar right here. I can tell you. But it's going to be the Sunday after New Year's Eve. Come on, calendar, come up. All right, it doesn't want to come up. But anyhow, it's going to be the Sunday. Oh, here we go. It's going to be, well, it went away. It's going to be, let me get to January. Here we go. Go up. Oh, if I hit the up arrow, it would work. No, I have to go down, I guess. Here we go. All right. So New Year's Eve is the 31st. So it's going to be January 7th. We're going to have our next live chat. That way everybody can enjoy the holidays. Let's see. All right, and Melissa says, well, maybe that's a good idea. Let's see. We're looking. All right, I think she's talking about it's a good idea about Jen talking about us getting a Facebook group together. She says, thank you, Banana Split. Margaret says 7. Yeah, it's the 7th. I didn't see you put the 7 in until after I clicked out of my calendar. Debbie says, LOL, my craft room is a mess. Can't walk in it. My craft room is a mess, but I can walk in it. But it's, as you can see behind me, you see this? That's my cutting table right there. My husband made me, and it's piled up. I had to move stuff off of it to cut out those pajama pants. I found some red fabric to match those doll pajama pants that I did the tutorial on. So I was doing that until it was 8 o'clock. So I'm going to get those put together tomorrow. Let's see. Debbie says, okay, good. Jen says, is everyone okay with a crafty share for the Facebook page name? I am. Margaret says she is. So yeah, I'm good with that name because like I said, craft doesn't have to be just what you do in your little space. It can be anything. Because I do enjoy cooking, but I can't do it because of my back. I have a back problem. I have scoliosis, arthritis, and some other things going on. I've got herniated discs and that kind of thing. And so I can't stand a long time. And I can't sit in a straight up chair a very long time. That's why I've got this chair here because it reclines and is also leather and comfy. So I can sit in this chair a long time. But crafting and baking, I wish I could. I really do. I love to bake. I love to bake and I love to cook when I have the right ingredients. I am going to make my fruitcake tomorrow. And Jen, I will send the recipe to you now that I have your email. You know, I didn't write it down. Let me scroll up because I've got a feeling this goes away when we get done talking. So let me scroll up here and get your email if I can find it. Let's see. It was way before we started talking about the quilts. Let's see here. Let me find it. I think it was kind of. All right. Oh, Cheryl, I need to send her an email too with the recipe. Where's my notepad? Here we go. All right. So Cheryl, let me get her email and then I can find yours. Cheryl Thomas. Give me 1 second so I can get her email and then look up Jen's just in case, because I don't know if when you do live chats, I don't know if everything goes away or what. I do put it on YouTube, but I don't know if comments and stuff that we talk about during the live chat, if that is saved anywhere. So, all right, now let me look for yours, Jen. There's my email. Okay, I see it. Okay, it was right above hers. All right. MWIN. See, my eyes are so bad I have to get up close to see it. STON at Rogers.com. Okay. .com. Okay, got it. So I'll send those recipes out tomorrow. So be looking in your email. I'm not sure what time tomorrow, if it's going to be in the morning, well, probably in the afternoon sometime. Okay, now let's get down to what I've missed, because I don't like to miss out on anything. All right, let's see. Go down, go down, go down, go down. Okay, the last I read was when Margaret said yes, Jen, to the name of the Facebook page, and I agree, that's a good name. Melissa says, I have that too, Melody. I have back issues as well. 22 years of CNA work takes a turn on your back. I've been living in pain 25 years. And I went to a doctor that's almost 2 hours away from here, and he says that he thinks he can help me. So I don't know. I don't have my hopes up because I've been to so many doctors in 25 years that I have finally given up hope, and I've learned to deal with it. So I don't have my hopes up for this. Um, Deb says, sounds good to me. Melissa says, I hope I spell your name right. Whose name are you trying to spell correctly? Is it my name? If it is, yes, you did spell it correctly. Melissa, do you want the recipe for the fruit cake? It comes out of an old Betty Crocker cookbook I got 30 years ago. If that's what it is, then I think I've got your email anyhow. But if not, I'll go ahead and jot it down in here. Where's my pad? All right. So let's see here. And this is good because I'm going to keep these emails. So for future reference, if I ever need to email y'all about anything else, I can. Let's see. 05 at Gmail. Okay. Now my email, I don't know if I don't know if I have it on my channel under the about page or not, but it's Uno daughter, Uno like in number one, daughter at yahoo.com. My father used to call me Uno daughter. I'm the oldest, so he used to call me Uno daughter. Let's see. Melissa says the shots don't work. No, shots don't work with me either. I've had cortisone shots. I don't know how many times, then they never work with me. She said my name. Yeah, my name is spelled correctly. You spelled it correctly up there. I do put the Y on the end. My father played organ and piano when I was born. Well, he has my whole life. He's gone now, but anyhow, excuse me. And he knew I was going to be a girl before I was born. And he had my name picked out. And he says that he knew that someday I was going to end up playing, and I do. So I'm glad I do, because that besides the sewing, my organ and piano playing is also relaxing to me. So if I feel under a lot of stress, I'll either go play on the organ or piano, or I'll come out here in my sewing room to relieve stress. That's better than taking it out on my husband. So, and my husband likes that idea too. Oh, Debbie, your email. Okay, let me go ahead and write yours down. Good, good, good. All righty, let's see. Debbie. And you are IDEE. I'm blind as a bat these days. IDEE SHA EY at Gmail. Okay, EY at Gmail. Okay. Are you joking? Jen, you got the page up that quick? Oh my goodness. Jeez. Here's the link. She's got the Facebook page up. Gee, I wasn't expecting that until maybe January. Wow, you're good. Okay, I'm waiting on the address here. Oh, you don't think the link worked? Debbie, Margaret says, is that all right? She didn't finish her sentence. I'm waiting on her to finish the sentence. Can you see the link? No, I don't see anything. Where am I supposed to be looking? Am I supposed to look where the comments are? Because I don't see anything if that's where it's supposed to be. No, I cannot. Debbie says, no, I cannot. Jen says, 1 second. She's working on trying to send us the Facebook link. So let's give her a second. See what she does. I wasn't expecting it so quickly. All right, Margaret says capital I or lowercase I in Deb's email. Capital I or lowercase I in Deb's email. Hold on, let me go back up. Oh, that's a capital I. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah. Lower I. It's a lower case I. Okay. Let me change that because I had a capital I. Okay. No, what? Are you saying it's an uppercase I, Debbie? Or is that an L? Oh, it's an L. It's an L. It's a lowercase L, everyone. That's what it is. Okay. Lowercase L. All right. See, I told you my eyes are bad. I have to get close to the screen to see. All right, let's see. I don't know why I can't copy and paste the link, but if you go to Facebook, just search a crafty share. Okay. All right. A crafty share. And you know what? Being I'm on my desktop, let me go ahead and get on. I've got my iPad right here. Let me just get on the iPad and check it out. I can get on Facebook a whole lot quicker this way. And I will let you know in 1 second. Okay, a crafty share. Is that correct? Yes. I see share a craft. I see share a craft with a quilt in the picture. Did you put a picture on? But a crafty share I don't see, but I see share a craft. I'm waiting on Jen's remark. You know, we've been on here an hour and a half. I don't care. I'm having fun if you are. I spelled crafty right. Maybe it takes 24 hours or something to be approved. Not sure. Yeah, because I don't see it on here. I see share a craft, but not a crafty share. You see it, Margaret? Jen, did you put a picture in it, like maybe a picture of a quilt, a brown and white quilt? The picture is spools of thread in a Christmas tree shape. Huh. All right, I'm going to scroll down a little bit then. See if maybe let me put in the word sewing as a search and see what happens. Post people, photos, videos, pages. All right, let me go to pages and I'm going to put in, what is it called again? A crafty share. All right, let me do it that way. I went to pages. Here it is. I found it. There it is. Bingo. Found it. Right there. Is that it, Jen? Margaret says, look down the page you're on, Melody. Yep, I just found it. Deb says, I'm having a bit of internet issues, but I'm still here. Okay, yep, I got it. So I'm going to go ahead and like it. Okay, I've liked it. I'm on there. Good. All right. Who else has liked it? Let's see. One person likes this and one person is following. Is that someone else besides me, I wonder? Okay, good. Oh, photos. Ooh, we got some photos going on here. Let me look at these photos. Now, Jen, is this part of your sewing room I'm looking at? Oh, look at how neat your stuff looks. I wish mine could look this good. It is not messy. It is not a messy room. It looks nice and neat to me. Oh, wow. I've got the same iron. I have that iron in my shop. I bought a new iron. I think I did the tutorial, the haul on it. Wow, look at that nice room. I like that stocking you have in the background there. That's a pretty stocking. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that rooster. My sister collects roosters. Yeah, now I can post photos, right? Of maybe the fruitcake. do a photo of the recipe, right? Oh, you've got a nice room. Oh, look at that nice table you've got for your cutting area. That I don't see where it's a mess. I do not see a mess. I see everything nice and neat and organized. Even the computer area. You don't want to see my computer area. Wow. All right. Wow, look at that. You know what, everybody? She's got a really nice looking sewing room. She really does. Oh, look at that nice sunshine right there in the corner. Now, Jen, where did you find this picture of the sewing thread? Where did you find that? That's not in your house, is it? Because if it is, I'm jealous. I like that because I like vintage looking stuff. I like, that I've got the wooden spools with some thread on it. If you've watched some of my old videos. Oh, that's a pretty Christmas tree. Ooh, I like that Christmas tree. Really, really pretty. I love Christmas trees with the lights on it. The lights is what makes the tree, I think. And then the letter A. What's that letter A? You got a letter A on here. Is it for a crafty share? Well, these are some nice pictures. All right. Now, since I've been looking at pictures, I've missed some comments here. Let's see what I've missed. Jen says, I posted photos of my messy sewing room, and that, I said that's ridiculous. Margaret says, me, like, and following. Okay, so it's now you and I both following and liking. Okay. Jen says, yay, are you able to post photos? I don't know. Let's see. I can take photos with my iPad. Let me see what I can do here. Let's see. Let me empty my lap here and see if I can get up and take a photo of something. Let me unplug my iPad because I was charging it up. What can I take a picture of? I know, I'll take a picture of this right here behind me. So let me see here. How do we do this? How do I do a picture? I've never done a picture on someone else's Facebook. Oh, I see. Share a photo. Never mind. I figured it out. Now I want to go to camera. All right. Let's see here. Okay. I just took a picture. Oh, let's see. What do we do next? Use, I think. Say something. This is my first photo on this fabulous page. Publish. Okay, I'm posting a picture. Let's see what happens. Okay, I don't see my picture. Maybe I did something wrong. I see all of Jen's pictures. I don't see any of mine. Let me go to photos. Let's see if it's there. No? No, evidently I didn't do it right. because I don't see my picture. You don't have to approve it, do you? Let's see. Margaret says, nice sewing room, Jen. And Jen says, the computer area is where I work from. I just found it on the internet and save it as a project to do because I have a bunch of those wooden spools. Oh, okay. Yeah, I love that area. I love all those wooden spools like that. Margaret says, when you post, Jen, or any of us, we need to identify ourselves. Yeah, but why didn't my picture post? I just did a picture. You saw me do it. Do you have to approve it or something? Or will it just post automatically? Let me try it again. It's in here. All right, let me try to do it again. Pinch out to see the photo in full screen. No, I don't need to do that. So, done. All right, I'll put my name on here. Well, my name's already on there because on Facebook, my name is Melody Warscow Thomas. So you'll know it's me. I'm just going to leave it blank. Let's see what happens now. It's doing something. Let's see. Nope. My picture's still not on here. I don't understand why. I clicked done after it popped up. I don't know. Let me go into my Facebook and see if the picture took. All right. No, it's not even on my Facebook page. I don't know. I'll have to work with it a little bit more, I guess. I'm not used to doing pictures on other people's pages, so I'll have to figure it out. Let's see. All right, Jen says, I have it set up that anyone can post a picture. Let me see. Okay. All right. Because I put it on there twice. It's not even on my page. I'm looking on my page now. Yeah, see, I went to my photos. Let's see, photos of you, mobile uploads. It's not there. What in the tarnation is that? Oh, it's from the hurricane. Photos of you. It's not there either. Well, I don't know where it's at. Okay. Now where do I go to look for my like pages? I don't do this very often, so let's see. Activity log. I'm into my activity log now. It says that I've added in a new photo to a Crafty Share timeline. Set it at public. Yeah, public. Now, why didn't it show up? There it is. But is it on our Facebook? All of our Facebook? Because there's the picture right there that I took. See? All right, let me see. I'm going to click on a Crafty Share again. Still not showing up. I don't understand that. Your pictures are showing up, Jen, but I don't see mine. And I'm under this is the screen this is what I'm looking at, trying to find my picture. Photos. And my picture's not even under the photos tab. I'm back to home and it's not there. So I don't know. Maybe it'll pop. Maybe, like you said, maybe it takes 24 hours. I don't know. But I'll keep checking it because it says when I went to my activity log, it said that I posted 2 pictures of that same picture. So it's there somewhere. Okay. Not everybody saw what I got from Wish. I got one item from Wish, and I know I showed it to Margaret. And Jen, did you see it? But if not, I'm going to show it just, for the others that haven't seen it. All right, Jen, you said that you can see it, so you see my picture? All right, Deb says she's trying to post now. Melissa says no. Melissa, you're saying no because you haven't seen what I got from Wish? I'm getting ready to show it. For those of you that haven't seen it. When I did my haul the other day, I forgot to show this. So I'm going to take one of each color out. There's some buttons, and they are adorable. And I can't wait to find a project to use these for. I think I got a pack of 50, and I got, what was it? I got like 6 to 8 different colors of them. Oh, let's see here. Where is it? Okay. I got about 6 different colors of these. But I got these Mickey Mouse ears. So for those of you that came on after I showed this, this is what I got. So I got that color, and I got this. It's like a lime green. I got this orange. I got the white. And I got 2 shades of yellow, but I can't find the other one in the bag. But I got this one and then one a little bit lighter than that. And then I got this. Did I show the blue yet? But anyhow, that's what I got, and I forgot to show it to you the other day. And then today, my husband bought me these Crocs. I've never owned a pair of Crocs before. And as soon as I got home, I put them on, and I haven't taken them off since. I love them. They are so comfortable. But that's what I was showing earlier before everyone else came on. So let me get my buttons back in my little bag here. I'm going to be putting these in another bag. I like to put my buttons in a Ziploc bag. And so that's what I do. I've got my back door open here. Oh, beautiful weather in Florida. I love it. It is so nice out. I can feel a little nice breeze coming through. When we were in church today, we had the door cracked a little bit to get some air flowing, and the breeze that was coming through the door of the church, it was wonderful. Let's see. Debbie says they are so cute. Love your shoes. I love them too. Like I said, I've never had Crocs before, so I do love them. They have a little bit of a heel to them, so it's not too bad. All right, Deb says she's got a picture posted. So let me go check Facebook to see. All right, let's see here. I still see Jen's pictures. All right, that's all I see. So why am I not seeing it on my iPad? I don't understand why I can't see other pictures on iPad except for yours, Jen. That's all I see. So maybe it's just the iPad. I don't know. Let me see. I'm going to notifications. Let me reboot the notifications. All right, I don't even see anything in notifications, but I did see it in my activity log, so that it did post. So maybe I won't see it on my iPad. I don't know. So I'll get on the computer. Well, let me do it now. I can get on the computer now real quick. Go to Facebook. I usually don't do it on this computer. All right. And it's kind of slow. My internet's kind of slow out here, so I'll wait until it's done doing its thing, and I'll be talking to y'all while I'm waiting. It says my pics are posted on the right-hand side. Oh, let me go back then. How do I get back over where I was? On the right-hand side. On the right-hand side, all I see are some of my friends on my friends list. Oh, my crochet just fell. Jen, this is what I'm seeing. So that's all I see. And then these are the pictures that I see. And that's it. If you click on post, they are there. Okay. Click on posts. I see your sewing room. I see the thread and I see the tree. Okay, you know what? Maybe it's just me. All right. All right, this is what I'm seeing under posts. So that's what I see under post. I tried to post a picture of me and my husband, and I don't see it yet. If you, okay, so I don't know. I don't understand it. Maybe you can see it, Jen, because you're the one that got it started. All right, Facebook just popped up on my computer. Oh, I thought it did. It's still going around in circles. Melody, I think you are in photos. No, I'm in posts. See, I'm in posts. Let me scroll down again. No, I just see your pictures, Jen. That's all I see. I don't see anybody else. I see on here where you did put a post saying, here's the new group, ladies. And then I see your other pictures 27 minutes ago. And then your other picture 18 minutes ago. But I don't see mine. So am I crazy, or can anyone else see them? You're the only one that can see them. Maybe it's maybe because you're the one that got the Facebook post, the Facebook page done. Let me pick up my crochet. It just fell on the floor. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, oh, I found this cute sewing pattern. And let me make sure it's not machine embroidery. Oh, hold on. It didn't all print out. Oh, the rest of it's in the room. But if you go here, so cute patterns. Look at that. And on the back, because I do double side when I print, that's the back side of it. It says that you need pin, scissors, pattern pieces, because there's going to be pattern pieces, I guess, on the last page. You need the fleece or felt for fabric, white and black felt fabric for the eyes, matching embroidery floss and needle to stitch fabric pieces, hot glue gun, polyester stuffing, large pom-pom for nose. And it tells you to cut all the pattern pieces. So if you want, go here. If you want to sew this little reindeer head. I think he's cute. I forgot all about him till just now when I was picking up my crochet off the floor, and this fell on the floor. So I wanted to share that with all of you. Okay. I hope, yep, there's my needle. All right, so I'm going to try to finish sewing on these flowers. Okay, let's see what Facebook is doing here. All right, I am almost, I tell you what, my internet connection out here is so slow, so I'll just wait. Deb says, I see them. Margaret says, I see what to do. S. Hit see visitors post in small print above the first picture. Oh, okay. Let me try that then. Let me see. All right. So hit See visitor above. I see it. Okay. So click on that. All right. Goody Mimi. This is, oh, Margaret. Okay. Oh, Margaret, you've got a good looking husband. He is a nice looking husband. And you're real pretty too. You take a really good picture. I like that of you. Your hairstyle reminds me of the 60s, the way that it curls up on the ends. I like that. Oh, you're so pretty. Okay, Deb, man. Oh, look at these. Oh, I know where you got that pattern because I've seen it on Facebook because I'm a member of these machine embroidery groups. Oh, those are so cute. You know, I've got the design, and I have never made them because it looks scary. It looks scary to make them. Oh. Oh, so you did it. Okay. Oh, there's my picture. Okay. All right. Let's see what else is. Oh, see, you're going to see my picture twice because I tried twice. Yeah, I want to make those snowballs, and I just might try to do it this week. They turned out really cute. I like that. So I guess you're going to give them as a gift. Oh, that is so cute. Yeah, I got to make those snowmen. If you're wondering, I guess y'all have your Facebooks up and you know what I'm talking about. But on one of my machine embroidery groups, somebody was either sharing this or asking a question about it. But oh yeah, and I watched a YouTube on it too. Whoever created the design, I can't remember who it is, but she did a tutorial on this. Well, a partial tutorial. She didn't show how to do the whole thing, just to do it in the hoop part. But then she explained how to finish the rest of it. I can't remember who made it though, who made the design. Wow. Okay, I like this. I like this Facebook page. So this is really going to come in handy for all of us to share our special talents. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Margaret, he's 17 years younger than you. Well, that's okay. That's all right. My sister is 50. Let's see, I'm 61. I'm 3.5 years older than her. So she's probably about 58 right now. And her husband's in his mid 40s. So that's okay. That's all right. Um, my first husband was a year younger than me. Let's see. Margaret says cute snowballs. My dogs would, yeah, my dog would too. She would love those snowballs, especially if it had a squeaky inside of it. She loves squeaky toys. Let's see. Debbie says I made snowballs last year, and all the kids of them. Jen says I'll be working on this page to see if I can get the posts to show where they normally would be and the pictures in the photo spot. Yeah, because normally when I go to a Facebook page, I'll go right to home. I won't go anywhere else. Debbie says all the kids love them. I bet they did. I bet they love those snowballs. And I definitely would like to make some myself, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to this week or not, because I've got so many other things I need to do. I've got my glitter. I brought my mirror glitter vinyl home to make some ornaments, to make some key tabs and some other things I think that people may want to purchase for Christmas. I also have some designs I've downloaded for 18-inch dolls to make aprons, what else? Aprons, little purses, and all kinds of stuff. So I would like to get to the snowballs, but I I've got so much I need to get done, so I don't know if I'm going to have time. So, but I'm glad to see that Facebook page up. I can keep y'all updated with new things I put in my shop too. Is that okay, Jen? If I do that, y'all can see the machine embroidery and the sewing stuff I do. Because I may not think about it when I'm at home, but when I'm in my shop, I might. I need to take some pictures of my shop anyhow for advertising. I yes, post everything. Okay, good, good. I'll be back in my shop on Thursday. I'm in my shops on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. So I'll be back in there Thursday, and maybe I'll post something then. I made what was it I made? I made something. Oh, I made some coasters in the shape of teapots, and then they're embroidered with the word tea on it. And that's a design that I downloaded. I've got a lot of free designs I've downloaded from these Facebook pages I belong to. Deb says, thanks, Margaret. Debbie, snowballs turned out cute. Yeah, they really did. I like those snowballs, and I wanna try to make some. Now, Deb, my hoop, the biggest I have is a 6x10. Will those snowballs work on a 6x10 for the design? I think I have downloaded it. I've got so many designs I can't remember, but I think I've downloaded it. But will it work on my biggest hoop, which is a 6x10? What is the hoop size you used? Because they are so cute. I really, really want to make some. So I'm going to see what I can do about trying to get them made this week. I've got tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday I can work on them. Okay, girls, we've been on here almost 2 hours. If y'all are still having fun, we'll keep on going. I don't know if I'm going to post this on YouTube or not. I think what most people look for if they're going for a live chat is maybe if I'm doing like a tutorial type thing or something. Yes, you can do several at once. So I can use my 6x10 hoop, and I can make the snowballs, because I ordered a design to make baby bibs. I didn't know that I had to have a hoop bigger than an 6x10. So that's why I was asking. I had to have a bigger hoop than a 6x10 to make a baby bib, but I did make a baby doll bib. So I guess it's okay. I can still make the baby doll bibs, but I would really, really, really like to do a machine embroidery baby bib, like for a newborn or older. I just made one at a time. It seemed simpler. So you used a 4x4 hoop. Is that what you did? Um, See, I haven't looked. If I've downloaded the design, then I probably haven't looked at it yet to see exactly what I can do. But if I have the design, that I definitely want to make one at least. I would like to make one for everyone that's coming over for Christmas dinner, which is what, 15 people? Oh, 5x7. Okay, good. So I can use my 5x7 hoop. All right. I have two 5x7 hoops, and I got one by accident because when I took my machine in to be fixed, I don't know if y'all remember, but the motor went out on my machine under warranty, and this was back in October, and it took a month to come back. Well, um, I did not take the machine in with the hoop, but he told me to put the embroidery unit on with the thread I was using. And that's what I did, but I didn't leave him a hoop. And when my husband brought the machine back to me, it had a 5x7 hoop. So I have two 5x7 hoops, and I didn't have to pay for the other one. Maybe I should tell him, but I'm not going to say anything. Let's see. Deb says, I'm sorry, my audio has been in and out tonight. I will post pictures of my monogram scarves I made tonight. Oh, yeah, I would love to see those scarves. Dude, definitely. Because I do go to Facebook sometimes when I'm laying in bed trying to relax my brain. So, yeah, I would love to see those scarves. I bet they're beautiful. Anything that has embroidery on it is beautiful. The person that has a shop next to mine, she had a jean shirt on the other day, and it had embroidery flowers going all the way down like this. That was the prettiest thing, and I told her how pretty it was. And it was just a plain jean shirt, a button-down shirt, And I love it was just a line of flowers going down with the leaves. It was so pretty, really pretty. I think everybody's getting tuckered out here. because the comments are getting a little bit slow now. Oh, but I'm having fun. I really am. I am having fun. Just talking about a bunch of nothing. It's like we're all at a little tea party talking about a bunch of nothing. That would be nice if we could get together for a tea party. You know, the tea and then the little finger sandwiches. That would be fun. I went to a place like that one time. Took my mother, and we had the little finger sandwiches, and I think we had pieces of fruit or something to go along with the tea. But her and I had a good time. I took her for Mother's Day one year, and it was a lot of fun. Yeah, Deb says it would be fun. Yeah, so we could all sit here with our pinkies up drinking our cups of tea, right? Okay, Jen says I'm heading to bed now. It's 11 p.m. here. Is it really? Oh, yes, it is. It's 10 o'clock here. Deb, Jen, where do you live? Canada, I think you said. And I'm getting tired. I'll work on the page tomorrow, but please post anything you like on it. And Debbie says, yes, it would. Margaret says, we will all enjoy the Facebook page so much. Thank you, Jen, for doing this for us. Deb says it's 9 o'clock where she's at. And Jen says New Brunswick, Canada. I thought you did say Canada. Okay. It's 10 o'clock here in Florida. So, yeah, it's my bedtime too, because I usually get up between 9 and 9:30 when I don't have to go in my store. Jen says, you're all welcome. Yes, Jen, thank you for the Facebook page. We appreciate what you did, and you did it so quickly. Like I said, I wasn't expecting you to get it done till after Christmas, so thank you. Deb says, yes, thank you, Jen. I will be posting. Okay, so Thursday I'll be posting of some of the new things I have put in my shop, and maybe I'll post some pictures of what's around my shop, like on the outside of it, so y'all can get an idea of what it looks like where I go to. Debbie says it's 10 o'clock in Michigan. I forgot you were in Michigan. Yeah, so you and I are on the same time zone. Jen says, yay, I'm excited to see everything. Good night. All right. Good night, Jen. Sleep well. And Debbie says, thanks so much. Okay, girls. Well, it's we've been here 2 hours, 1 minute, and 57 seconds. I think I'm going to call it a night too, because I'm getting tired, and I'm not going to post this to Facebook. And so all of y'all have a very Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I will see you on January 7th at 8 p.m., our usual time. Margaret says, good night, ladies, and have a great Christmas. Debbie says, good night. Melissa says, I'm back. Melissa, we're getting ready to sign off because it's been 2 hours and we're tuckered out. Deb says, okay, good night, everyone. See you in Facebook. Yep. See you in Facebook land, everyone. Bye-bye for now. Love you.